Hi, Gemini. Welcome to your reading. Hold on. Increase the volume just in case so we have no issues. Okay. Let's go, Gemini, into the 25th onwards. So we're going to do the last few days of October going into the first week of November for you. So October 25th, so the very final end of the month. All right, what is the situation here for my Geminis, please? Situation for Gemini, please. Well, Gemini doesn't look too terrible if you ask me. All right, you have the Sun, Leo energy, and Six of Pentacles. I don't know how I feel about the Six of Pentacles, though. Interesting. It looks like you're happy here, but it's next to the Beggar's card. Why is it next to a Beggar's card? Either you're begging for attention, money, something, and you're getting something, but you're not getting something tangible. Like, how can I explain this to you? You guys are getting a little bit of something. So if you're getting a promotion, instead of like a lot more money, you might be getting a few more coins and maybe some perks or a nice title. But it makes you happy. This could be, a lover or somebody in a relationship that's giving you breadcrumbs, but it makes you happy. Or if this is you, then it feels like you're helping somebody and makes you happy. I don't know. We're going to see. But I do see someone or you, because cards could be vice versa, because it's dual energy. Somebody's coming to talk to you and have a heart-to-heart conversation unless you're the one doing it. But let me tell you something. This is about closure, all right? Because I see death right behind it. And someone, excuse me, resistant, defiant, or defensive about it. All right, let's continue. We'll see what it's talking about when we clarify. But guys, I'm going to tell you straight up. If that's about reconciliation, if this is about you dating, putting yourself out there, or trying to get a promotion, you're getting some kind of good news, but you're not getting the whole picture is what I'm vibing. But we'll see. What's coming in for Gemini? This is interesting. I hope it's not what I think it is. I hope it's working out. I hope it, it's only 2 cards. Hold on, guys. Let's see what's coming in, Gemini. Justice. Okay. Justice, and it's only 1 card. Again, we'll see when we clarify. But let me break Justice down, guys. And that's also Libra energy. So far, I have 2 major arcanas. Justice could talk about what you do in a court system, like a marriage registration, or a divorce, or a child support, or, I don't know, you go to court for whatever it is. The decision is going to be fair, balanced, and honest for all parties involved. First. Secondly, Justice also talks about karmic correction. You do good, you get good. But let me tell you something. You want to keep on keeping with, being karmically correct because, Mercury's going retrograde and it's not going to be favorable to the mutable signs. It's mostly going to trash the fixed signs, but, anyway, go with the flow. Make sure you're, on that right path and track and you'll be fine, Gemini. But I got to talk to you about this because it just feels like, if you've been done dirty or something's been done wrong to you, this is when justice comes in for you. All right. It's like getting fired for no reason other than somebody just doesn't like you and it was fucked up. It was wrong. You instantly find another job better and pays you better. Or this is, your person comes back to vindicate you, validate you, or, you meet new love, healthier, better love. You're definitely putting a past to bed. I just need you guys to understand that. 6 of Cups is back here. All right, let me see. What is the Gemini doesn't see coming their way? I think you're on the right track, Gemini, if you ask me, because you're right on track with how this year is ending between November and December. You have another major arcana here and here. So far, you've had one in every position, which tells me you're going through some major transition. And I don't know if you need help or guidance or what's going on here, but that's a lot of majors. The Hermit talks about Virgo energy, by the way, and then Aries slash Taurus energy here with the Magician. But the Hermit card, along with the Five of Wands, talks about lying low, retracting your energy, not talking to friends, not going out, not wanting to socialize because you're trying to make a wise decision regarding something, or you want to stay quiet before you announce what your plans are or what you're planning on doing or what's happening here in your personal life. The Five of Wands talks about the challenges, the blocks, and the obstacles. You could be arguing here with somebody, fighting with somebody. This can even talk about competing with somebody. So if you're like in a competitive field at work, that could also talk about that. Like you could all be competing for a position at work. You are trying to manifest something clearly, and you're capable because it looks like you have all the skill set and tools necessary to do what this is that you want to do. You feel stuck and trapped. Some of you, I see marriage and commitment back there. Continuing, what is the advice here for Gemini, please? What is the advice for Gemini? I don't know, guys. You have major arcana so far in every position. You got another one, Pisces energy with the moon. And then the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. It looks like something's not working. Or it's saying, stop. You've earned enough. You've done enough here, Gemini. I really feel strongly and heavily right now, Gemini, that your better angels are emerging. I also feel like the universe is definitely trying to course correct you or just keep you in these guardrails. I feel like they're really trying to. It's crazy. It's just like these images and these feelings I'm getting for you, Gemini. It's like they're like screaming. I see like not microphones, but like those loudspeakers blaring. And they're saying, look, you have your head down and you're working really hard towards a goal, a situation, right? And because you have your head down, you don't realize that you've collected all this coin. And they're saying, you know what? Why don't you look up? Stop working. That's enough. That's enough, Gemini. Where is the 9 and the 10? Because you are at 8. You've collected enough. There is no more growth wherever you are or whatever you're doing. You need to elevate, whether it's a relationship or a job, right? And then the moon was hesitating to show me if it was going up, right, or down. So there are things going on behind the scenes. There are things happening you don't know about. You know what? Let's keep Gemini here working in the same position for peanuts and breadcrumbs. They don't even realize what a good deal we have because they're doing such an excellent job and we don't have to pay them anymore. Don't promote them. Or if you promote them, give them something really stupid little. It's the same thing in a relationship. Something's going on behind the scenes you're not even aware of. Like people talking and, you don't know what their plans are. So it is saying maybe you do need to be cautious. Maybe you do need to lift your head. Maybe you do need some answers. Maybe you do need to figure some shit out. You need to start taking action. All right? It's not like you've been on some crazy ass gravy train all this time, but it is saying like you've built enough. You've worked on it enough. You've done enough. It's like time to hold your horses and start now chopping wood. Start taking action. You need to go back and forth here with somebody. Let's continue and see what's going on here. Universe, angel, spirit guides. What's going on here for Gemini? Their outcome of Forspoken Week. That's insane. In my head, I was like, watch them get another major arcana. You did. You did. Wow. And another one at the bottom of the deck. No wonder I'm seeing these images. Why we say, I don't know if you hear other tarot readers say, oh, look at all these major arcanas. Oh. That's because the minor arcana, that is 3/4 of the whole deck. The major arcana is just a quarter of the deck. The major arcanas is the, how can I explain this? The major stuff that goes on in your world. Not just that, but what's the word I'm looking for? The stuff that you can't control. The stuff that, the universe is throwing your way to direct you in a a path to, or the things that they're throwing on your journey, right? It is the destiny stuff. Um, but the minor arcana is your free will. It is your day to day choices. It is your day to day little stuff that you decide to do. When there's majors like this, and one in every position, because you now have the Emperor, wow. And in the Page of Wands, this is Aries. These are literally both Aries cards, both of them. Maybe you're dealing with an Aries. I don't know. But I see Leo, Libra, Virgo, Pisces, Aries, and Taurus before, and Sagittarius here. With this card at the bottom of the deck, upside down, Judgment in reverse. Now, I just really want to briefly talk about the major arcanas, that they're all here. It's like there's an invisible leash on you right now, Gemini. And they're like, oh, this way, this way. Because I feel like there's a little bit of like, I hear no evil, see no evil going on. I don't want to know. I don't. But then you do want to know. And then it's like, you want to know so badly that now you need to, like, what's it called? Take action. Or you have to take action. I don't know, because it looks like with Judgment in reverse, you're not. You're hesitating from making a final judgment call, or really looking at it and saying, shit, this is it. This is what it is. All right. But with the Emperor at the end of the week, you get curious regarding this one person. They could be of authority, which is your boss, or maybe a parent, or somebody that you value with high caliber. Also could be an Aries. You're curious to see what's going on there. If that's talking about you as the Emperor, then it means you're becoming a boss. It means you're bossing up, you're leading, or you're leading the pack. Let's see what's going on. But you're not making a final judgment call, and you need to. I do see a fire sign back here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All right, we're going to continue. Let's start clarifying. What's going on here for Gemini? It's crazy. Moreover, all this major arcana in every position, it's trying to tell me that you're very much protected, Gemini. Very much protected. I kind of like it. It makes me feel for you, like in a sweet, endearing, innocent kind of way. All right, what is the Sun and the Six of Pentacles, please? Yeah, some of you, it is an ending of a marriage. And maybe what's coming out of it, it is fair, it is balanced, and you're happy about it, and you like it. Some of you are happy that you are getting divorced because you now feel free, right? Justice, Ten of Swords. There's an ending and a betrayal here. But justice is here to protect you. Justice is here to serve you. And this is why you're happy. So whatever happens, if you've been done dirty here, you're being protected. You're being guided. That's why I'm feeling like it's crazy how you have all these major arcanas. But I want you to understand, somebody here seems to be deluded or nuts. Maybe your person, there's confusion here, not knowing what the right choice or path is. There could have been a third party situation, mistress, an affair. But let's continue. Justice, clarify justice. It's like saying somebody did something really fucked up towards you and then they thought they were going to have their cake and eat it too. But then justice comes in and says, "What? Are you are you like that nuts?" No, we're going to protect the innocent. We're going to protect Gemini. Unless discerning adults, you're the one doing this and you understand what's going on. But I doubt it because I keep seeing all these cards upright. So I don't feel that's what's going on here for the majority of Gemini. So you look at this. The Empress is here. The Empress with justice, knowing your worth and your value, but you are curious about something here. I think a lot of you, for all intents and purposes, there's somebody here that that you've come across or is in your sphere or your world where you feel like you could partner up with this person or become a power couple, perhaps. Let's continue. What is, or at least that's the vibe I'm getting for November. The Hermit card. And Five of Wands. The Hermit card is clarified by the Hermit. So that's going to double down my message. 10 of Pentacles and 4 of Pentacles. Someone's releasing a marriage or a commitment or a job that used to pay them well. Maybe it wasn't well enough. Too much fighting, too much arguments, too many blocks, too many obstacles, too much competition, too much like, ugh. And somebody here probably just doesn't want to deal with it. Ace of Swords. Beginning a relationship based on truth and honesty. If this is in regards to work, maybe it's about a brand new contract and you're moving forward slowly, cautiously, but happily. Listen, whatever's happening here, you're happy because it feels like you are on a path and now you could see where you're going and what you're doing in a way. Except for what I see here in the advice position. You think you know. You don't. There's shit going on behind the scenes. You're like, I'm happy to keep my head down, keep working towards this thing. No, look up. You probably deserve more, Gemini, and you don't even realize it. What is the Eight of Pentacles and the Moon, please? Yeah, see, I have the Star card in reverse, which is Aquarius energy. The Seven of Swords in reverse. And Temperance, which is Sagittarius. And then the Chariot, Cancer. So, everyone's here. Every sign. The whole kitchen sink. Welcome, everyone. But yes, it is a Gemini reading. Look, now I understand why the moon was kind of like coming in lopsided. The Seven of Swords in reverse is telling me if there was a secret or if there was something being done in the shadows, now there's a spotlight on it. Everyone can see it. If somebody cheated or lied or had an affair or, did something shady, now everybody knows about it or will. The truth is going to be revealed. The thing that's going on behind the scenes you're not aware of, everyone's going to be aware of it, right? But then after that happens, it's almost like ripping off a Band-Aid, Gemini, and then it feels like, you know what, I can balance myself, I can temper myself. However, the Star in reverse tells me somebody here just feels like, you know what, it's not fixable, I'm just going to leave it, I don't care, it's hopeless, so I'm just going to keep churning away. And Spirit's like, no, stop. Listen, stop churning away at something that, might need to either be tweaked or ended, right? Let this information come out. Let this information unravel. Be cautious. Protect yourself. Obviously, you have an agenda. Obviously, Gemini, you do. Stay on that track. Stay on that path. Stay focused. All right? Because the Chariot back here is saying something. Curiosity might kill a fucking cat. It might even kill you too. And maybe you're at 8 lives right now. 9. I don't know. But careful because it is saying you are stuck. You will transition from this eventually. I see new love coming in, Gemini. And it's going to structure. It almost makes me feel like, Gemini, stop working towards something that might change in the very near future. Like, very near. Interesting. It's very different from everybody else's reading. Page of Wands. The Emperor, what's that about? This is tied to guilt and regret. Yep, it's what I thought it was. Gemini, a lot of you guys might be leaving one person and going into another, and you feel guilty. And yes, it can be flipped. And you feel guilty and bad about it. But you're also looking to do the new thing, whatever that is in your future. You feel bad what you're going to leave behind. Or you know, it's also the woulda, coulda, shoulda card. I should have said this. I should have said that. I could have done this. I could have done that. But you're going to be off into the new thing, mainly because you're curious, like, all right, what else am I going to do? But this involves another person, an emperor. And make no mistake, that's upgrading. That's getting engaged. That's becoming boyfriend, girlfriend. That's getting promoted. And after that, you will get a new love. Interesting. You have an interesting ending of October going into November. It's shaping up your 2026. Let's see what we're going to read about in the extended for Gemini. Extended for Gemini, please. Separation. Yeah, I'm not even surprised. I'm looking at Justice here twice. And Ten of Swords, obviously. So someone is separating. I wouldn't worry. Yeah, wedding at the bottom of the deck. Separating from a marriage. Pretty sure. We'll see in the extended. Guys, if you cringe every time I curse, now might be a good time to exit stage left, because I'm going to read from Spiritual as Fuck. And there's plenty of expletives in here. I just don't know which ones are going to come out. Gemini. Gemini. What messages do you want for them, please? Thank you. Okay, you got two. Let's see what they are. Sorry, guys. Itchy nose. Accept the good in your life and know you're a fucking delight. Once you notice the good shit going on in your life, more good shit starts to happen. It's like a magnet of a dung beetle. Fun fact, once a dung beetle gets a little nub of poop, it runs around with it and more poop sticks to it and grows and grows. Goodness is kind of like that too. When you are wrong, admit it. When you are right, be quiet. Oh God, I gotta post this on my wall for myself. Just say yes to fessing up or shutting up as the situation warrants. You'll be all around way more likable to everyone, including yourself. If you need to, keep a list of all the times you were abso-fucking-lutely right. Just be sure you burn it before you die so you don't ruin the illusion for everyone. Repeat. When you are wrong, admit it. When you are right, be quiet. Sounds good to me. All right, everybody. I'll see you over at Extended. Everyone else, I'll see you next week.